Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to OTL Racing here on Twitch. Just about to get into the the lobby, as Lego was saying in the chat. Made a bit of a balls up there on the settings of the lobby. Oh well, yeah, it has to happen now and again. We can't do a perfect job every time, can we, I suppose, Leg? So yes, we are, as you can see here, round number 4 of the Formula 3s on the race room. We're at Hockenheim GP this week. Sack him, I know. Can't get the staff. Evening day now. Hello, Leg. Yep, all good. We're up and away now, so should be able to get straight into the action. Just a little bit of practice before qualifying. So, hope you're all doing well. I'm roasting beyond belief. This PC cooks my room like there's no tomorrow, so yes, I will suffer a little bit. There we go, straight into quality. Don't need to practice, they just had that, so there we go. Good luck, Leg, good luck. So let's see if my controls still work. They do. Wonderful stuff. Mr. Joe Lacour, we're on board with at the moment. So we've got quite a few drivers here driving in several OTL leagues, which is cool. Up in between, the ACC, bit of race room as well. So we've got this Goodwood Speed, a Festival of Speed tomorrow, OTL Festival of Speed at Goodwood Hill Climb on Assetto Corsa tomorrow. It's going to be great fun. I'll be streaming that same time tomorrow. 8 PM British summertime. Should be pretty good fun, that. I do like a good slightly novelty stream, if you would. But AC is such a good game. The mods you get on that are superb. So yeah, do join me then. So we have 10 minutes qualifying before the first race this evening. First race is 15 minutes. Then the second race is 20 minutes with the top 8 reversed from race number 1. So not a very big grid this evening. I think we've only got the 12 or 13 drivers. Joe Lacour Not finding the quickest way round there, so he'll have to go again. But yeah, only outlaps at the moment, so we're not missing too much. KW have definitely paid for good advertising there. So Joe Lecor in the Team Porter livery. So did well in our GT4s on ACC last night and last week. So looking forward to seeing how he fares in that. So it's great to have him in this as well. Let's go on board with Connor Garrod. Let's go on board with him for a little bit. So lovely circuit at Hockenheim. Some people not a fan, not the easiest track, but if you can nail it, very satisfying. Classic circuit. So long run down this, all the way down to the hairpin. We'll pick his braking spot. It's about 80 metres, 75 metres there. Hits it nicely. Long straight again down into this right-hander, which pops you into the beginning of the stadium section. So tight left-hander, try and get this wide left to put you out on the curb there on the inside. Use as much of that runoff as possible. Good job there by Connor. I'll be pretty happy with that. So then coming into the end of the lap, into the stadium section, full stadium section, as cambered turns. Oh, goes a bit wide there. Not sure whether that'll be a valid up or not. We'll see. And then he'll come around to complete his lap. Got just over 3 minutes gone now of the first quali session. This should be the first time in. Evening, Tam. Evening, dude. Awesome to see you, as always. How you doing, dude? Hope you have hope you've had a good week. Fine, sir. So Garrod with that 33.212. So he's currently second in the standings as well. Luca Close being our front runner at the moment. He's on 171 points, so 7 points clear of Connor Garrod. They are off and away from everybody else. We've got David Martin in third on 110. He's currently in third tonight as well so far. Third quickest time. Dennis Deutsch in fourth in the standings, 107. We have 95 points to Bo Dixon. So was able to do week number one. Got disqualified from one of the races in week number two. But apart from that, it's won 2 of the 3 races he's been in. We've got Harry Webb, who's had good results, but he did not make week number 2. So he's down a fair few points. He's on 90 points as mine. Bo in the bag, but on 866 in 7th. Not here this evening now. He's Von Mibierek in 8th. Don't believe he is with us tonight either. I believe we have a Dennis Deutsch. As I said, smaller grid than usual this evening. A couple of drivers not indicated whether they're making it in or not, so they're going to be chased up afterwards. So Garrod still clearly in about a second clear of everyone else on circuit. So they're going to have to go some. Try and catch him up. In towards the final part of the lap now. Oh, there'll be a few. There's going to be a couple that I think are going to be removed because they've shown up for like one or week or two and they don't indicate. So it's like tough, unfortunately. You signed up. You know the nights you signed up for. Oh, that's a lot of curb. Bit too much, I think. I don't think that's the quickest way around there. Definitely not legally, anyways. So Bo Dixon up to the top now. 1:32.341. So clearly feeling pretty racy. Let's go on board with Kieran Sharp for a little bit in his Rich Energy inspired livery. I mean, we understand, like, you know, life stuff happens and you can't make it sometimes. And people that have been reliable for leagues over and over again suddenly have to be a bit unreliable. But there's space. So it's like they can run. If they can run every other race and there's space in the league, then you understand, don't you? You know. But and they indicate and they tell you. So it's just you just want to know. You just want people to let you know. That's all you ask, really. Just feels a bit disrespectful when people turn up and then just don't bother to indicate, and they turn up here and there or do one and then don't turn up. It's like, yeah, that'll suck to be them when they try to sign up for a future league. So yeah. Unfortunate, but there we go. Oh, we've got another driver, I think. We've got 12 in, just a couple haven't set times yet. Looks like Heinz Harold Bremson is in. Still my favourite name. Don't think that's his real name. Pretty sure it's not. What a great name it is nonetheless. Absolutely roasting me there. Turn my phone back on. So, what can Kieran Sharp do? Currently in 6th. Don't think he's improved. So, 2.4 back. Hopefully the fan isn't interfering with the microphone. So 2.5 minutes left to go now. So still a couple of drivers to set times. Phil Lawson struggling a little bit to get a time in. Come around the final 2 corners now. Let's see if this sets him a valid time. It doesn't yet. No, so that was now at that. So he'll be on one more try. Conor Garrett into the pits. Luca Close is still out on tracks. Just under a second back from Bo's time. So Bo looking dominant at the moment. Joe LaCour in 4th. Let's see what he can do. Using all that runoff. Hopefully that stays valid. It just brings that gap just down by literally a couple of thousandths, but yeah, not much in terms of places. Yeah, not the easiest. Cheers, Dan. Cheers, dude. Yeah, looking forward to that, mate. So just under a minute and a half left now. So for quality for race number 1. And as I said earlier, race number 2 is the race positions from race number 1 with the top 8 reversed. Having issue, struggling a little bit. I mean, you're doing a lot of GT4s on ACC to be fair recently. Now you are somewhat different. Down in 6th at the moment. Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah, it's not going to feel anything like ACC, is it? It's not quite got that feel, unfortunately. Can't imagine that helps him driving a car like this either. Oh, and that is a lot of gravel and a lot of grass. There's a whole lot of wall. Ouch. That is going to smart. It's going to give him a nosebleed, I think. So he's back into the pit. So he is done. Who else still out on track? David Martin come around the final corner. Did he improve? We'll see as he pops over the line here, because it still can change. Nope, so he stays where he is. Bo with the 132, 132. Takes pole position. A couple of drivers not setting times, Bremson and Lawson. I think they are still in. We'll have to see. They were definitely, we saw Lawson earlier on. Have to see if they make it to the grid. Well, yes, now see. We both know what you're doing there, Dano, don't we? Let's be honest. A little bit of trolling is happening now, I think. So let's see who is actually in, then. Let's see who makes it. No, me? Troll? Never. Me here with my reputation. So nearly out all on grid. There's 10 seconds to go. I think that is all of them. So at 12, Lawson and Bremson, I think they're at the back. It would seem, yet they are there. So let's go up front. Very long way away with this front camera, and they are off. You can see Sharp, and you've got the yellow car just behind him now, actually. So Sharp up to 4th. Bodix has got a great start off the line there. It's an absolute superb launch. Already about 6/10 clear from Conor Garrett. Garrett has been pretty strong in these cars. Luca Close just in behind him. Kieran Sharp just behind, little touch from the back. Nothing untoward. Raceroom's pretty lenient on that sort of thing. Martin Webb in the lovely yellow car. I do like a yellow livery, I have to be honest. So he's hunting all over the back of Kieran Sharp at the moment. So look around the outside, maybe look to the left. It's got a long way around. Kieran Sharp is going to try and hold and hug that inside line. Oh, a bit of a dive bomb from behind there. Don't know if that was more a missed braking point or if it actually was an intended move, or a little bit of a wiggle further back from Martin Legg as well, but he gets going again. You see Bremson there. You've got Darryl Wright as well. And to get back up to speed. Let's go back up top. So Bo Dixon held on to that lead. Conor Garrett's closed in a little bit though, actually. Brought that gap just down a little bit. Oh, Luca Close having to hop off that curb pretty eagerly. So drops it into this stadium section near the cambered corners. Try and slingshot out of the turn. But Bo just trying to keep that gap to Conor Garrett in second. Conor got to try and keep Luca behind him. So view back from Conor's car. Both using quite a lot of curb there. I think Conor not quite as badly. Luca going to have a look though. We're just showing his nose. Not going to go for it though. It's great. Gives you a great idea really of how close I can get in here. This camera. Great sense of speed as well. So is Luca going to get that slipstream, bring him round to the outside? Where is Conor going to go? Is he going to stay left or stay right? Yeah, I thought he might go right, wants to keep that inside line. Luca was committed to that, thought, sod this, I'm going for the inside. And can Conor go any more inside? Now Luca's just going to come back left a little bit, pushes Conor a little bit wide. Bit forceful, Conor's thought, thinking, well, I'm going to play at this game then. I think we can two people can play at that. And he's gone back up the inside, come down to the right-hander. Yeah, Luca gives him room. Conor just gives him enough space. Luca maybe to look up the inside. No, I think Conor slots in front. So good driving from both of them there. Conor doing very well to hold on to the spot. Luca will have to go again. No, this is just going to let Bo disappear off into the distance. So they do have to be careful. 2.2 second gap now from Bo Dixon back 2 seconds. He's driving off into the distance a little bit. Kieran Sharp back in 4th. You can see he was just behind those two. So this podium spot's very much still to be fought for. David Martin a little bit further back, bit of a gap between the top 4 and the rest. David Martin in 5th position is another 5 seconds back from Kieran Sharp, but then you've got Joe LaCour and Martin Webb very close in behind. See the batch just in the background there as well. You can see Martin Legg struggling with these, unfortunately. Oh, hello, not quite sure what's gone on there. Is that Luca Close? It is. I wonder what happened to Luca. Unfortunately, no replay system, so we can't find out. So something else happened to Luca there. He's dropped a really long way back there. That's dropped him 6-7 seconds back. I think he's probably dropped it on the curb on the outside, I'd imagine. I think that's probably what was most likely to have happened there. So yeah, he's dropped right back now, down to 6th. He's got Martin Webb just behind, the batch just behind that as well. So he's just entering the picture there. David Martin on the inside, Joe LaCour. Oh, David Martin going very long into that corner. Oh, Luca Close going to make this turn. Martin Webb going a little bit long. Luca going for the apex. Needs to just be aware that that car inside, he just needs to give it a bit of room because it was going to go wide, unfortunately. It looks like they're all okay. We do have damage off in these leagues, anyways. Some people can argue that makes the racing dirtier. Well, I've never ever seen anything to back that up on any game. It just means when the bad driving happens, you end up with people all having ruined the races and all being out of the race. So I think some games it works to have it off, to be honest. So David Martin still doing a good job, just trying to close down on Joe LaCour in 4th. LaCour doing his best he can to hold on to that 4th spot. Just needs to try and establish a little bit of a gap to this mid-pack. So Luca Close just in behind him. Martin Webb a little bit further back, a couple of seconds. Got the batch just behind them. You can see Phil Lawson and Bremson in behind, and then you've got Darryl Wright. And unfortunately, Martin Legg having a bit of a mare. Unfortunately, not really got on with these cars. He struggled with these much more than he struggled with the DTMs, which is fair enough. Very different animal to tame. So Kieran Sharp in third, being dropped a little bit though. Got a couple of seconds to make up to Conor Garrard. So Conor's pretty comfortable in these cars. Bit more nearer the pace than. More close to that top pace than he was in the DTMs. Oh, Sharp going a bit long. As he said in this stream chat though, he does struggle a little bit with these cars. You can see Bode out, 4.3 seconds in the lead. He's driving superbly. Unfortunately, no one really on his level at the moment to fight with him. Oh, hello, bit of it looked like he was grinding the rail there. Did worry he's going to skew off straight into the barrier, but he's okay. But drivers who would normally be fighting with, I'm unfortunately not here this evening. So yeah, might have a little bit of a procession for him. Though if he does win the race, he'll start second race in 8th. So it will be a little bit more of a challenge. So just under 9 minutes to go now for race number 1. Using all that runoff as you can. Conor Garrard still holding off Kieran Sharp. Good gap between them, about 1 point. Well, let's do the math here. That's about 2 seconds now. And back to Joe LaCour. Bridged Luca close a little bit. Luca actually a bit closer now to David Martin, if anything. Martin Webb just trying to close that gap as well, trying to bring those guys back. It's mostly a British grid this evening, just the one Dutch and one Belgian driver. Indeed, oh no, they all add up, they really do add up. So we'll come down towards the hairpin. So David Martin's gone a bit long on this corner a few times already this race, but much better that time round. So looking consistent. So just needs to close that gap there to Luca Close. It's a little bit too far away at the moment. Luca won't be worried too much. He nails that corner though. Hit that nicely. Just got to be very careful. Any mistakes really, they drop you back very quickly. You need to be on it as much as possible. So now, there we go. Those up mistakes I was mentioning. There's what he was hoping to see in front of him. That will drop Luca right back onto his nose now. So he's going to be able to fight for position. I think Martin Legg now, unfortunately, into the pits. It was a very, very, very long way away. Could have got some points, but clearly was struggling to even get that round, which is a shame. Round number 4, we've got 2 more after this, which are Red Bull Ring next week, and then Paul Ricard. Some variant of Paul Ricard the final week. And I'll be sorting out the next championship with Martin Webb, no less. Oh, this little touch from Martin and closer there. Let's give each other a bit of room, so hopefully they'll go again. So yeah, 2 more after this week, and then we're sorting the next championship. Fairly certain it will be either the WTCC or WTCR, I can't remember what it's called. Those, or back to the DTMs. We will see. It'll be one of the two, I'm sure, though. And I believe we'll start on a Friday. That has yet to be confirmed, but again, we're going to be ran by Mr. Martin Webb, and at the moment it's Martin Webb and Martin Legg, but I think Martin Webb and possibly Mr. Fish, Andrew Pike, I think will be having I think he's looking at maybe putting a helping hand into this if he's got enough time, but we will see. They do give great fun leagues. Shame about the turnout the last couple of races in this championship. I think this car that some people maybe just struggle a bit more with. A couple of people that unfortunately we had to remove, just not being really safe for them to continue. So did the evaluation races and all that okay, and we want to try and be understanding to people, but yeah, sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind. Nothing wrong with the people, nothing personal about it. There's no banning, like we don't ban people for a year or any of that malarkey. Yeah, it's just, you know, you've got to be fair to everyone else on the track. So yeah, a couple maybe less than we would have had, but no, they're good guys nonetheless. So that stuff does happen. Hopefully they can improve and mix it in future leagues. So Martin just need to close that gap up now. Bo Dixon nearly 8 seconds clear. So yeah, he's really in his own world now. Doesn't have to worry about any other cars unless he really bottles it. Makes any silly mistakes. Conor Garrett done well though, driven away from Kieran Sharp pretty nicely. So Kieran, I think, struggling a little bit in his cars. Not quite as comfortable in these as he is, to say, on ACC or something like that. So you can see look, the difference there. 132.3 previous lap, 133.1 for Conor Garrett. Gap just 8.2 seconds, so it's always climbing just a little bit here, a little bit there. Just constantly adding up, which is a bit of a shame for as far as Conor goes, but you know, he'll do what he can. He'll try and push on as much as he can. But yeah, pretty difficult to match Bo's pace at 8.9 seconds at the end of that lap. So we've got the batch back in 9th. He's got Bremson not far behind him. I'll say that pretty much alongside now. Team Astana. And they're both running the similar liveries, I think, these two. There's a lot of curb. Did not want to be doing that. So I think Bremson might have done very similar, actually. But yeah, that was a whole lot of sausage curb. Did not want to be doing that. That's a well-known obstacle, though, at turn 1 round here. No matter what car you're in, but especially these. You wouldn't imagine those like a big old hard orange curb, that. Yeah, look, if people are crashing into each other, then absolutely they just get removed. Like, people are just doing it for the sake of it, or revenge crash it. You know, any of that sort of stuff, not a chance. We have removed people for that, obviously, as you know. But other people, you know, it's just not everyone's driven in a league before. Not everyone's driven. It's a different kind of etiquette. It's just a different quality standard, and it's not easy to get into. Even if you know what you need to do it is not as easy. It's easier said than done. So one of them we've removed from a couple of leagues now, so we're just going to have to see. Well, we're basically, when we do casual stuff like the evaluation nights, maybe we'll get him to do those, and he can sort of mix it, and hopefully we'll just keep improving, and then can get back in. But yeah, for the time being, unfortunately, we'll have to sit aside, which is a shame. But yeah, you have to be cruel to be kind, as I said. But we're here to help each other. We're genuinely here to help each other. If we're not here to help each other, then there's no point. We can be competitive, but you can be competitive in a friendly way. So 2 minutes to go now. The back's doing pretty well here, holding off Bremson pretty consistently. See their last laps. Phil Lawson much quicker, so gained a lot of time after the batch is problematic in a curb at turn 1. Bit better this time round, but they are very, very close. Well, Bremson going around the outside, he's going to make it stick, so have to go for it. Oh yeah, no, the batch just getting loose on the throttle. That's a shame. It's Bremson now. Oh, and he's got it on the grass again. Oh, just get it stopped. Bit of wall there. Yeah, that wasn't. I think he was expecting that to turn around a little bit quicker than it did, which is a shame. Tried to quickly do a donut, get it turned. Yeah, did not oblige, unfortunately. It did not do what he was asking of it. Yeah, it's just no, batch is good. It's just going to take time for him to get into all these different variants of sims he's in, and to get time to do as much practice as everyone else. But he jumps in, and he's a good old mucker. He doesn't shirk a challenge, so he just has to keep going and see what he can do. Let's go back to Joe LaCour. So still a decent gap from him back to Luca Close. To make sure I was a bit suddenly nearly forgot his name. Luca Close. Back in 5th as the current leader of the championship, so this will shake things up a little bit. I believe Conor Garrett will go top of the standings after this first race. So just coming down to the hairpin for the final time. So Bo Dixon, fair bit up the road, is off into the coming down in towards the stadium section now, using all that curb you see on the right. But it's been a great drive from him so far, as it always is really with Bo, especially in these. Wasn't sure about he wasn't sure really what he was going to be like in the F3. I think he doubted his own pace a little bit, but yeah, no doubt we knew he was going to be quick. Ironically, makes a hell of a mistake at the last two corners. Luckily, hell of a lot of runoff there, and it isn't wet as we saw in the F1 a couple of years ago. That can be a bit of a nightmare. So Bo Dixon comes across the line, takes the win. Well done, Bo. Congratulations on that victory. So he'll start in 8th position for the start of race number 2. Mr. Conor Garrett comes across the line in 2nd. Kieran Sharp will get a podium. Well done to him. Joe LaCour will come over the line in 4th. Just followed by Luca Close. David Martin. Solid race from him. We'll finish down in 6th. Phil Lawson got up to 7th in the end. Heinz-Harald Bremsen just comes over the line in 8th. Martin Webb down, unfortunately, in 9th in the end. Darrell Wright's got a couple more corners to go. We'll bring it home for a top 10 spot. And then we'll have the batch final couple of corners. Makes it round, and then Martin Legg. No, kept going. Fair play to him. Clearly really struggling with this car, but yeah, pushed on to the end. So fair play to Martin there. Well done to you. Very best lap. So Bo Dixon with the full house there, the Grand Slam. Gets the win, qualifying pole and fastest lap 1:32.313. So well done there to Bo on all 3. We'll start 8th, so pole position for the next race will be Bremsen in 8th, with Phil Lawson in 2nd, David Martin 3rd. Luca Close will start 4th, Joe LaCour will start 5th, Kieran Sharp will start 6th, Conor Garrett starting 7th, and Bo Dixon starting 8th. As I said though, Conor Garrett now up into the lead of this championship, 195 points, takes him 3 points clear of Luca Close. Bo Dixon now 1-3-2. As I said, he missed a week and has been DQ'd from 1 race. He's won 3 of the 4 races he's finished though. So the more races he gets to the end of, I think he might still climb that leaderboard pretty rapidly and be right at the top. A pending Grand Slam? I mean, it's a fair point. Yeah, what Sharpie said, yeah. So there we go, hop out and we'll get into lobby 2. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, it's quite grippy. It's almost what it's meant for, isn't it, Dano? It's almost literally why they put it there. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, okay, go on then. Win race 2, Bo, and then I'll say it again. So don't make me look stupid. I do that enough myself. Thank you. It's just win the race and then I'm right, and then everything's fine. And I don't look like I don't know what I'm on about, but I've never pretended to have any idea what I'm on about from the start, really. So no need to worry about that. 7,000 plus members, very nice. Good work. Just over the 1,500 members now in the OTL Discord. Just over 1,500. Which is good work. I'll do a bit. Oh, thank you very much, Bo. Knew I could count on you. Lovely stuff. So, yeah, they will. I wonder if they'll get into a quick practice session. Everyone getting into the server. And then I'll have this 20-minute race number 2. Oh, I am warm in here. Oh. Look at the Porsche. Oh, on the advert. Got you. I was like, hang on a minute. They're all driving the F3. What was he on about? Porsche. Got you. Yeah, I love the little adverts you get in race room between sessions. Pretty cool looking. Gone board with Conor Garrett very briefly, where everyone is joining the server. A little bit of practice and then the 20-minute final race. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Someone like Conor is going to have to do his best to push it hard early on, try and get as much of a gap as really is to Bo as he can, because if Bo's fighting forwards quickly, it's not going to take him long. So a little test start there, looks of things. Knows he needs to nail that. So yeah, tonight, second stream of 4 in a row. GT4s on ACC last night. These F3s tonight. We've got this Goodwood Festival of Speed tomorrow on Assetto Corsa. That's going to be great fun. I'm really looking forward to that. Just a chilled evening, just a chilled stream, something a bit different. And then Sunday for the first round of season number 4 of our ACC GT3 League. Bo should be doing that, eh? You should be. There'd be some fights. I think you'd quite enjoying that, Bo, if you do ACC anymore. But yeah, best of luck, Bo. Going for the Grand Slam, as he points out, which you kind of need to win the entire weekend for that, and he hasn't done that yet. So 20 seconds to go. Nearly everyone ready, just apart from Bremson, I believe it is. Starting at the front. There he is. Yeah, no, the timetable always goes a bit nuts. I mean, ignore that for a little bit. There we are, there is Bremson. What sort of start can he get? Which we've had this camera for race number 1. Very solid start from Bremson. Phil Lawson on his inside. David Martin just behind him in 3rd. They all cleanly get through turn number 1. Let's come on board with Joe LaCour back in 6th. Everyone cleanly through so far. Orange car of Luca Close looking to go past David Martin. David Martin going a little bit wide. They're getting a bit wiggly. Don't know if there was a touch there. Don't think there was. I just think he's just got a little bit loose on the throttle. So he's trying to keep Joe LaCour behind him. Conor Garrett as well. Bo Dixon still back in 8th, so where he started. So not really many positional changes as of yet. Going to be a few attempts though coming down into their pin. Yeah, a few bumps there. There was a little knock from that blue car, I believe. David Martin been passed now by Conor Garrett. Not sure if it was Conor's car that did the bumping. I'm not sure. A couple of cars there. You heard some locking brakes. As I said, race run fairly forgiven, thankfully. I don't think there was anything overly aggressive necessarily, but there they did all get quite close. Yellow car off in the background. It's Martin Webb using all of the runoff. Phil Lawson, no, solid start here. Bremson back in 2nd. Luca Close now. Try to look for a way back to get past him, currently in 3rd. Kieran Schaff up to 4th. So, good start from him. Yeah, driving well. You can see these front 4 are still pretty close. The joys of the slight reversal of the grid, which is much better than the full reverse grid, which was a disaster. Something we won't be doing again on any platform or game, frankly. Oh, and there's a car off far right, going around the final corner. Now, who was that? I think that was David Martin, if I can find him. Don't know if he's got loose on the curb. Oh, it's going to throw him back towards the wall a little bit. So I think he's just got a bit eager on the throttle, maybe come around that first corner. Maybe he's hit that sausage curb a bit too hard, and that's been like, thank you very much, you're off. And yeah, it's thrown him straight into the wall on the inside. So that'll suck. At least he's still going. We'll pick up some valuable points. Kieran Sharp looking to the inside. Luca Close looking inside as well. Bremson, little touch there. Bremson going wide. Kieran Sharp's going to make the move on at least one of them. He's going to maybe have a look at Luca Close as well, though, to try and take 2 spots in 2 corners. No, he'll slot in behind. Just had a look. Aim for the apex was to see what Luca would do. Try and see if it puts him off at all, but they're still quite close together. Bo in 6th, just ahead of Conor Garrett. He's got Joe LaCour just in front. So we look up the inside into the right-hander. He's got great pace. He gets left a bit of room there as well, which is good by Joe LaCour. Knows that Bo's just behind him. Conor fancies a bit of this too. All looking like they're having a good fun here. So enjoying a bit of a fight. I'm sure Bo's probably enjoying this a little bit more than race 1. A bit more happening with him. Maybe he enjoys driving off the distance. I don't know. I'm not sure which I enjoy. A mix of the two, I think. Also, Kieran Sharp going very wide right there. Does look like he's going to get past Luca Close up into 2nd. He does. Now he's on the chase for the lead. Using all that curb. That is a chunky curb on the exit of turn 1. You have to be very careful there. If that unsettles your car the wrong way, then you are toast. So Sharp into 2nd. Bremson fighting with Luca Close. Possibly down to 4th. He's got to be careful though. He's got Joe LaCour just behind him. Very, very close between all of these. Bo Dixon and Conor Garrett. So there's only 2 seconds separating the top 7 as it stands. A very different race from race number 1 at the moment, but that can all change very quickly for the good and for the worse. Hopefully it stays nice and clean though. Coming down to the hairpin. These top 7 still so close. Nothing between them. Got Martin Webb as well. If these guys close each other up and slow each other down, every chance he's going to close in, start fighting with them as well. Bremson in 5th. Bo Dixon looking up the inside though. Hits the apex nicely. We'll leave him just a little bit of room, but no, he gets past there. Lovely move by Bo. So Bremson down to 6th. Conor Garrett now behind him will look for a way past. Phil Lawson still leading. Kieran Sharp. The hunter now becomes the hunted. He's got Luca Close behind him. And Joe LaCour as well. So you can see this is 3rd place, Luca Close. Just trying to be careful here, not make any mistakes. Just nice smooth driving. Kieran Sharp driving beautifully so far. Made a few good positions from the start. Took good opportunities when they made themselves apparent in front of him. Gobbled them up very quickly. Well, Luca Close looking from a long way back. Kieran Sharp maybe saw that coming and left just a little bit of room just in case. But these guys all fighting so hard. Bo Dixon now looking up the inside of Joe LaCour. No, stops back in. Where will Joe go though? Yeah, Joe's going to go very, very right. No one likes to get a car going on the right-hand side of them, coming down into this hairpin. And rightfully so, you want to keep them to the outside. But will they go for the cutback? A little bit of a touch. Oh, and it looks like Phil Lawson's got loose coming out of the hairpin. Just a bit too heavy on the throttle by the looks of things. And comes across track as well. So he's down into 5th now as it's so close. So Kieran Sharp now up into the lead. So what a touch there. It looked like a bit of maybe a bit of lag. I'm not sure. That looked very peculiar. So getting very close here. Got to be careful. So Luca Close up in 2nd now. A lot of runoff being used there. That is what it's there for if you do make the odd mistake, I suppose. Joe LaCour and Conor Garrett. Bo Dixon. Very close for 3rd, 4th and 5th. Comes to his left hand at the back left-hander. Bo hits that beautifully. He wants to get past Joe LaCour. He wants those points. Wants that Grand Slam. Otherwise, yet again, I would have been talking absolute garbage. Who could foresee such a thing? So superb racing so far, very close. Feels like it's been a long race and it's only been 6.5 minutes, still 13.5 minutes to go. So originally these races were 25 minutes, been reduced down to 20. Bo looking up the inside, nails that apex, saying that Joe LaCour going very wide, really couldn't miss that opportunity there. So Bo now up in two-way podium position, up to 3rd. So you've got Luca Close here, trying to close that gap up to Kieran Sharp. Sharp at the front at the moment. Bo looks like he's on the inside here. Joe LaCour on the outside, little touch there. Joe LaCour goes a bit wide though afterwards. So Bo in 3rd, Joe LaCour in 4th spot, Conor Garrett in 5th. Advertising all getting in a little bit in the way. So Conor, again, we know he's got good pace in these cars. Struggles with maybe the absolute quickest guys on track, but the consistency really fares him well in the standings, which is what matters overall. So top 5 all in your picture, just about fit top 6. Within 4 seconds, those top 5 within 2.4, 2.5 seconds. So very, very close here. Still not even halfway through this second race. Be interesting to see if the tyre weight's any different because of how they're having to drive in this race. A little bit wide there from Bo in 3rd. So another good lap from Sharpie in 1st. So driving superbly well. Let's come on with Luca Close and compare him actually with Kieran Sharp. So that gap's about a second. Last lap's very similar, 18 thousandths between them, so as much makes no difference. So as long as Kieran can keep that kind of pace up, you can see now that Luca Close having to fight. further back. Go for that move up into second. Is he going to get Bo? No, Bo gets a good drive out of the corner. A little bit of a wiggle there from Joe LaCour. It's going to be music to Conor Garrett's ears though, and he'll be taking an opportunity as it presents himself. Yeah, and he gets past, so he'll be up to 4th now. Joe down to 5th, but much more time to make another move. Still loads of time to take that back. This top 5 still racing nice and closely. Bo Dixon now trying to reel in Kieran Sharp. Coming through into this stadium section again. These tough, slightly banked corners. Lovely when you get them right. Come around to the final 2 turns. So we're basically halfway through now, race number 2. That comes off the Astro. Kieran Sharp still leading 9/10 of a second. Bo Dixon holding off Luca Close, 2nd and 3rd. Conor Garrett with Joe LaCour in close pursuit in 4th and 5th. You can see Phil Lawson in the background was briefly the leader, had a bit of a moment. And that's dropped him back down to 6th as it was so close at the time. Bremson in 7th place, started on pole, so it didn't quite work out for him. Martin Webb in 8th. So still racking up the points. The batch in 9th. Martin Legg, getting loose then the backs there. Martin Legg as well, getting a bit sideways. Driving it like they stole it. David Martin in 11th, so clearly had a couple of incidents this race. And then Darryl Wright down in 12th position. Let's go back up front. They have closed in. Kieran Sharp's lead has disappeared here. That gap has disappeared entirely. It was nearly a second, now less than 3/10. So he's now going to be on the defensive. Very little between the top 3. And can he hold on here? He's got just over 9 minutes to do that. He's really going to want to not let Bo get in front. Once Bo gets in front, he might just disappear a little bit into the distance. So Kieran is going to get his defence on, I'm pretty sure. But Bo is pretty ruthless. He'll go for an opportunity as soon as he sees one. Joe LaCour there. I think Joe LaCour's had to retire, so I'm not quite sure what's happened to him. Can't see any replays, so we'll have to find out afterwards. Kieran Sharp around the outside goes Bo Dixon. Has to use a lot of the runoff. Does technically get in front though. Kieran Sharp goes wide right just to. Oh no, he does get past. I think Bo has let him back past there actually. I think Bo has tried to let him back past there because I think he feels that maybe he went off the track to overtake him. Looks a bit weird, like he's let. The game's just said you've got to slow down for that. One of the two. Let's go with the sportsmanship one. But no, Bo's gonna have a look down the outside though. Will he get completely past before they get to the hairpin? Don't think he will. Now Kieran Sharp will try and brake as late as he can here. Keep Bo as wide as possible. Can't really, it's very hard to stop the cutback there, and Bo takes it nicely. Has just got a little bit ahead, about half a car length, maybe 3/4 of a car length. Just enough now that Kieran Sharp has to slot in behind. So Bo up into the lead. About 8 minutes to go now. Kieran will try and make a fight of this. Not going to be easy. We've seen what sort of pace Bo has. So clearly driving superbly this evening. We know how quick he is anyways. So these main title contenders, mostly on pace, aren't really able to make it every week, unfortunately. But you can't do much about that. He pumps those laps in, gets some great times. So Kieran Sharp not driving badly at all either. Let's see, have a quick look, compare the two. So 33 flat from Bo Dixon, 33.4 from Kieran Sharp. So yeah, about 4/10 difference. So you can see where the pace is there. 1.2 seconds the gap between them. There's a big hold off in the background. I think that was Phil Lawson. Yeah, it was. Kick up a dust there. Bremson just in behind him. So Sharp being dropped a little bit now by Bo. 1.4 seconds. Yeah, Bo taking off into the distance, making use of that. I don't know. You know what to do, Joe. You know what to get the replay. Send in an instant. We don't talk about it in the stream chat, as you know. So yeah, just do what you need to do with the reporting, and they can, they'll get sorted. Don't you worry. Any stupid driving will get stamped down on, or get punished fairly heavily. So by 2.1 seconds now, off into the lead. Conor Garrett still on for another podium spot. Luca Close in 4th. Well, it doesn't help us though, does it, Joe? We need to see people. If people are driving like that, then we need to know. And it's hard. We can't see everybody that's driving like a swear word. And so if we can't punish them, then we can't stop them from doing it again, because we can't go through all the replays and all, you know. Same for any community really. It's hard to do if, you know, like you said, the contact system. People know you can get away with a little bit more on here. But I know I get why you're peeved. But yeah, we want to stamp that out as much as you do. But yeah, we can get that reported and we can get that looked at and punished if necessary. So just under 4.5 minutes to go now. It's a bit of an annoying one with race rem. People just know you can get away with a bit. To be honest, I think sometimes it's just crap driving. I don't even think it's people taking advantage. So yeah, we'll have to have a look at that afterwards, and yeah, something pathetically bad has gone on. If anything stupid, we will stamp down on, because yeah, annoys the hell out of me. It's like people should just, doesn't matter what game it's on, people should just be trying to drive clean, not driving into the side of people, not pushing people out, and being respectful. And if they're not doing that, then they'll suffer the consequences. You know, we want people to not be wasting their time by racing. It's not fair. So it's the people who cause those issues that get punished. It's not the people who get caught up in incidents or people get hit by someone else. It's the people causing the problems who should be ones penalised. And that'll always be the same way. So, just under 3 minutes, Bo already disappeared off into the distance, 3.7 second lead. Kieran Sharp, though, driving a solid race, 3.9 back, but has got a clear 1.4, 1.5 seconds back to Conor Garrett. Those three looking fairly solid for a podium, especially if Luca Close uses that much of the gravel trap. You can beach these back to 860. And that's right, look, if you prefer that, there's no problems, don't you worry. I don't know how well I'd transition going from different game to different game, to be absolutely honest. I think my brain's a little bit simple for that. I have enough trouble just working out going from one broadcasting setup to another one night to the next. I've got a set of Corsa to buy. I haven't streamed that for a really long time. You and me both. Actually, I've driven on this game on controller, and it's good fun, to be fair, Joe. It's great fun. And I beat leg, which was all that mattered, because that's all I wanted to try and do. Just for the banter, really, you know. That's the only reason I was on it. It's not actually, honestly, really bad. Genuinely, it's not bad. It's another reason I really like AMS2 at the moment, because it's using this Madness engine. It's superb on controller. I think that game will be amazing. I really do genuinely think AMS2 will be unbelievable. Just it's going to be a slow burner. I always think it's really good, but it's going to get. I think game is going to get super. I think it's going to get ACC close to ACC good. Give it 6 months to a year. People don't realise that ACC took quite a long time. Initial launch ACC wasn't all that much. Let's go back up to Conor Garrett and Kieran Sharp. They are fighting for this second and third. Kieran gonna maybe have to hold him off here for this last lap or two. But yeah, I haven't got a wheel. That's the main reason I'm on controller. Joe, I have to. Yeah, oh, it feels nothing. It feels nothing like Project Cars 2. It feels. I mean, look, I enjoy Project Cars 2 personally, but it feels nothing. Even on controller, it feels as a level up. The feeling of it is completely different. Oh, Kieran moving right here. Did not fancy giving Conor any opportunity there, just in case. Fancied a little bit of the inside line. But yeah, I think Amos will be amazing. Give it time. Devs are amazing. They're constantly building, make it better and better. Game is going to be superb. Don't worry about the price of the season pass. Just buy content as it comes out. It'll be like £3-4 a track when they come out, I think. It's going to be superb. And honestly, the Brazilian tracks, it's nice. It's not just all the same tracks. Oh, Kieran going a little bit wide there. Conor not quite hugging the apex there, so didn't quite gain as much time as he possibly could have. A little bit off the back. It does look low. But I was going to do that Grand Slam, make me look less of a lemon than I am normally. Kieran Sharp taking a lot of sausage curve. That is going to give Conor an opportunity to maybe get too wide. Let's go. Oh, Conor going a little bit wide there, uses a bit of the runoff. Kieran doesn't fancy giving him an inside line. Can't blame him. He's going to want to make this hard for Conor. That's where it's going to go. Is he going to try and hug the inside line? No, Kieran very rightly does not leave that inside line open. Does not open the door for him to walk through. Just 2 more corners. Sorry, Bo, we will come to you shortly, but you can't avoid this fight for those last 2 corners. Kieran Sharp's going to have to hug that inside line. Does not want to give Conor any opportunity to jump up the inside. Bo takes the win. Well done, Bo. And Kieran does hold on to second place just ahead of Conor Garrett. Great driving from both of them. Well done to them all. Luca Close came home in 4th. Phil Lawson coming home in 5th. Quickly put some of the places in so we can see what the points are at the end of the evening. We've got Brenton coming home in 6th. Martin Webb came home in 7th. Decent solid drive from him. We had David Martin coming home in 8th. 9th spot, Mr. DeBatch. Got there in the end, and Martin Legg in 10th, and then we had Darryl Wright coming across the line in 11th. So well done there, Martin Legg 10th. Oh, Darryl Wright in 11th. And Joe LaCourte up. I think someone left just as I was putting those in. And fastest lap, Bo Dixon, 1:33.036. That is about as Grand Slam as a Grand Slam can get, I think, there from Bo. He's up to 3rd already, despite missing week 1 and having a DQ in the second race last week. So superb driving from him there. Well done, Bo. Yeah, that's very Grand Slam. Oh God, what is it? We only say the word Grand Slam when everyone comes in. Well, technically, I think you'll find. All right, not a Grand Slam. He murdered you all. He absolutely butchered you. So let's not get too into the semantics here of what means what and who said it and what Could just leave me alone. But unbelievable driving. Yeah, Grand Slam is leading all laps, isn't it? That's an F1. But he's such a picky bunch. Such a picky bunch. It's G Energy for the win, clearly. Does a good job. Not good enough to try and keep Bo in behind, but not bad nonetheless. But solid driving there. So well done, Bo. Who made the rules? Yeah. Shoot the messenger, man. I'm just saying. I'm just reading them out. But no, solid driving there. So Conor Garrett at the end of this evening. There we are, focusing on the G Energy car of Mr. Kieran Sharp. So yes, Conor Garrett leading the championship on 222 points from Luca Close. Luca Close on 216, 6 points off of the lead. Oh, we're doing what we did yesterday. A bit of let's go on to. I was going to say let's go on to someone a little bit more civilised, and then I realised it was Bo, so I've got to pick Batch because he's the only one I left. Yeah, so Bo in third on 168 points, which is pretty impressive. They're going to come down the pit lane now to the Batch if they're watching the stream. I know full well they're going to find Batch so they can get into the shot. Absolute children. David Martin up in fourth, 140 points. Dennis Deutsch in fifth on 107. Phil Lawson in sixth on 99 points. Harry Webb in seventh. There we are. Hi, Kieran. Oh, you're such a prat. Phil Lawson in sixth on 99 points. Harry Webb, yeah, right, Bo, evening. What I said to Kieran, same applies. Batch is going to feel very violated at that, poor fella. And yeah, this is really putting me off. Harry Webb in seventh on 90 points. Kieran Sharp in eighth on 82 points. And Joe Decor in ninth on 81, and we have Martin Webb in 10th on 73. So yes, having a well of a time and wall. As long as he didn't do that in the race, and we can't complain too much. So yeah, it was solid racing that. But yeah, I'm going to go off and get a cold drink because I am roasting. But no, it was good racing this evening, so thoroughly enjoyed that. So we'll be back tomorrow with a bit of Goodwood on AC, the Goodwood Festival of Speed. That is going to be great fun. Goodwood Hill Climb. So do join us for that. Just 10 drivers in a variation of cars, very different style of cars coming up there. A few serious ones. We're going to give a throw up Goodwood, and then a few a bit more casual. Should be a great watch that. Probably looking forward to that. We'll have round 1 of season number 4 of our GT3 League on the Assetto Corsa Competizione on Sunday. The first round being at Nürburgring. Probably looking forward to that. Nürburgring, which is of course now added to the F1 calendar, along with Portimao and Imola, I believe. So very much looking forward to that in a couple of months' time. And then yes, Tuesday I'll be back with you for round number 2 at Silverstone National of the Clio Cup on Project Cars 2 on Xbox. Next Thursday we'll have an evaluation night for the GT4 ACC League. So another casual night, but will serve as an evaluation for anyone that signed up in the meantime. That will be going up in the next 24 hours. So keep an eye out for that. That will be on Thursday evenings. There will be sprint races. There will be 2 races in the night. Got to confirm the length of the races, but it will be 2 short races. Or it'll be one very short and one slightly longer. But it should be good fun. So really looking forward to that. Yeah, that'll be on Thursday night, so just another casual night next week. And then round number 5 of this Formula 3 Euro League on Race Room is at the Red Bull Ring GP. So yeah, that's going to be fascinating. As always, should be good fun. So yeah, thank you very much everybody. Cheers down there, much appreciated. Thank you everybody for watching tonight. Much appreciate your eyes and ears as always. So yes, hopefully you will join me tomorrow for something a little bit different. That Goodwood Festival of Speed on Goodwood Hill Climb mod on Assetto Corsa. Very different cars. Just gonna be a casual stream and see how they fly up that hill and see how it looks and just enjoy ourselves. Have a good old chat of the evening. So yeah, hopefully you can join me for that. Would be really awesome. If not, no worries. I hope you have a wonderful weekend nonetheless. Hopefully I'll see you Sunday for a bit of ACC. But yeah, have a great weekend, and I will catch you all next time. So see you all soon, and goodbye.